5:06, time now for your morning rush. A second person is now charged in the death of a high school student after a truck crashed through her family's home last month. White Settlement police arrested the passenger in that truck, Peggy Cox, and charged her with intoxication manslaughter. The driver, Donald Gruber, already faces the same charge. Detectives say Cox contributed to the crash by grabbing the steering wheel and that she had also been drinking. Saginaw High School student Katie Kirkland was killed. Her father was also injured.
Well, DWI car crashes alter the lives of the victims and their families forever. And that's what Amy Kirkland is dealing with right now. Last month, a drunk driver crashed into her home, killing her daughter and hospitalizing her husband. White Settlement police arrested the passenger of that vehicle, Peggy Cox, after an investigation showed Cox grabbed the steering wheel prior to the crash. The driver is now out on bond, while Amy spends her days fighting to get justice for her family. Our Ashley Claster has more.
An alleged drunk driver crashed into this Texas home, killing a woman's 18-year-old daughter and nearly killing her husband. That driver is now out of jail on bond, and her husband is still unconscious in the hospital.
I've gone every day to see him at the hospital since the 7th.
Right now, Saginaw High School teacher Amy Kirkland is staying alone in a Fort Worth hotel. On August 7th, around 6 in the afternoon, a man who had apparently been drinking crashed his car into her White Settlement home.
There were 3 bedrooms in a row, and he came up on the yard and just went straight through.
Her 18-year-old daughter, Katie, died. Her husband was seriously hurt and is still in a coma 1 month later.
I was watching TV in the living room, totally unharmed.
She seems surprisingly put together for a woman whose entire world just changed.
In some ways, I'm kind of numb, especially when I think about her. I have to believe that my husband will get better.
She's going to have to tell him their daughter's gone if and when he wakes up. September 1st, she got a devastating delivery.
These are her senior pictures that I just got yesterday.
Katie was days away from starting her senior year of high school. They should be looking at these pictures
together and probably arguing how expensive they are.
Katie was quiet at first until you get to know her.
She liked to read, she likes comic books, she likes to play video games.
She's responsible and creative.
She had just turned 18 on July 4th.
She had plans to go to college in Fort Worth and study architecture. Katie had just bought her first car 2 weeks before that day.
Gotten her voter registration card a few days before she passed.
The Tarrant County Sheriff's Office tells Spectrum News the driver, Donald Gruber, bonded out of the county jail on August 13th, less than a week after the crash.
I don't feel like he should be out.
The Sheriff's Office says he faces charges of intoxication manslaughter with a vehicle and intoxication assault with a vehicle.
It's not fair. Yeah, it's infuriating.
He's in his 60s and lives around the corner from her.
He completely destroyed my life. He completely destroyed her life, my husband's life.
Gruber also has a criminal history.
3 DWIs previously from other states. And my husband's in the hospital unconscious, and he's out living his life.